that this Spiros Arion was going to outshine him. So he put him with the Indian, and they pulled a dirty double cross on him.
Right,
As I said,
now,
don't tell me. Now, listen a minute, Phil. You pressing like geek. You're on Bruno Sammartino's side.
No,
You're on Chief Jay Strongbow's side. And Freddie Blassie's 50-50 right down the line. I don't deviate one bit. I get up here, and I speak my mind, and I tell the truth. As I said before, Bruno Sammartino, he's the turncoat. He's the pink. Chief Jay Strongbow is the only Indian that I know that speaks with a forked tongue. This guy here, he is so yellow and so gutless. The same thing goes for Bruno Sammartino. And you will find out, like the rest of these pencil neck geeks, tonight, Spiros Arion, he will emerge victorious from that ring.
All right, let me ask you this question. A guy like Strongbow, a lot of people have said he deserves a shot at the heavyweight title. If everything fails, and he feels that he can go to somebody like Blassie or Albano or the Grand Wizard, would you take Strongbow under your wing to get him a title shot?
There is no way that I would even touch Chief Jay Strongbow with a 20-foot pole because I might become contaminated. There's no way that I would handle the likes of Bruno Sammartino. As I said before, these two guys, you roll them, turn them upside down, you wouldn't know which end is up. They're two of a kind. Lepers never change their spots. As I said, Bruno Sammartino, he's gutless, he's yellow, and Chief Jay Strongbow is the same thing, and that's the reason why I would not handle him, and that's the reason why Lou Albano would not handle him, and that's also the reason why the Wizard would not handle him, because we three think alike, and I guarantee you none but three managers would have anything to do with neither one of those two pencil neck geeks.
Okay, Fred, we're going to speak to Spiros Arion now. Spiros, a lot of the fans have been writing into our magazine saying that you're a turncoat. What's your reaction to this?
My what?
You're a turncoat. You turned on Chief Jay Strongbow, you turned on Bruno, and, we've been getting some pretty snotty letters about the whole thing. What's your reaction to this?
I have no reaction. I just follow my emotions, my feelings, and I heard what the great Freddie Blassie told me.
The great Spiros, let me interrupt you now. A couple of years back, if anybody would have mentioned Freddie Blassie's name, you would have spit on the floor. Why are you looking up to the man now?
Became great for me. It wasn't his, as you say, his mistake, but because Strongbow and Bruno, what they did to me, but Blassie's talk, he was right. He told me those people, they're riding with you.
They're conspiring against you?
Those people, they're taking everything away from you. I wouldn't believe them. So everything came out on the light out of Jay Strombow's behavior, how he behaved towards me. For example, I just name a number, a figure. He making 10 backs and give me one. Meanwhile, I was making the whole work in the ring. I was making the whole load.
You carried the tag team matches instead of Strongbow?
Everybody saw it. I was carrying the matches and he was taking the pole. But I was the one making.
What do you say to the people that disagree about this, that say Strongbow carried?
I don't have to say nothing to the people. I don't care about the people. All I care about me. And I believe and I think whatever I've done is right.
Okay, well, so many people liked Spiros Arion when he wrestled scientifically. Now, under the guidance of Fred Blassie, you're learning how to bite, learning how to gouge eyes and everything.
I never bite nobody in the ring.
Well, he is teaching you, though, isn't he?
I ain't going to bite nobody in the ring.
Oh, okay. Well, then let me ask you this.
The way I was wrestling 10 years ago, same way I'm wrestling now.
Only against different opponents.
That's right. Everybody says Bruno's a scientific wrestler.
Right.
Show me what kind of scientific move he does in the ring. He kicks. He punches.
Well, isn't it only if his opponent does it first?
You want to bet tonight?
In other words, I'll see tonight.
Okay, you're going to see tonight. Okay. I'm going to make him to be the first man to throw the first punch.
All right. Now, let me ask you this, Spiros. You said many times, and we want to get this down on record now, that you trained with Bruno Sammartino in the gym several times. And from what you say...
I can name the gym too.
Would you like to?
It's Tommy Monticello Gym with 42nd on Broadway.
Right, the Mid-Health Club.
That's right.
Right. Okay, now you are also saying that you beat Bruno Sammartino? And do you think that now that you haven't wrestled or trained with Bruno in quite a while, you're going to be able to beat him tonight?
I say I'm positive and I have faith in myself. I'm 100% sure that I can beat him tonight.
Okay, now, Fred Blassie, even though he's your manager, we got to say this, he's turned his back on a lot of guys. Okay, and a lot of guys have turned their back on him, like he's had fallouts with John Tolis, he's had fallouts with Victor Rivera, he's had fallouts with a lot of people. What happens if you find Blassie turning his back on you?
For me, I believe Blassie is a great manager, and he was a great wrestler. But deep down, I don't need nobody. I never needed Bruno Sammartino. I never needed Jay Strongbow. And deep down now, I don't need nobody except Spiros Arion, that's me.
But Blassie did help you get this title match.
That's right. He did help me.
And you feel that without Fred Blassie, you probably wouldn't have gotten the title shot?
Yes, in a way, yes.
Now, Jay Strongbow, I know the two of you don't get along now. You've had your arguments, and you don't get along with each other now. Do you feel that Jay Strongbow hasn't gotten a title shot because, like you were known to be a person that abided by the rules and stayed with Bruno and Strongbow? Do you think if Strongbow left hanging around with Bruno and Rivera and Morales, he would get a title shot?
I don't know, but I believe that if Chief Jay Strongbow didn't have a title shot, it's maybe because he's not in the scale to defend his own body against Bruno, or maybe, and I believe this is, he doesn't have the guts to go up in the office and ask for a match for Bruno.
Yeah, Chief has said that he's never asked. He says he's just waiting.
Well, could be a reason why he doesn't ask.
And you say it's because he's got no guts.
Coward. That's the only word.
Okay, go after with Spiros Arion.